kids, welcome back to another 2 weeks in review because we had to take a break on the last one. We'll get into that here in a minute. But if you don't know what this is, I'm Gabriel Wilson, this is my brother Noah Wilson, and this is documenting us going from basically college students to having our own business, our own brick and mortar gym, and running said business. And these are the goals that we've got to achieve to get there. So what did we do these last 2 weeks to get closer to that?
So let's first dive in with school. The internship is going very well, honestly. We've done a lot of stuff, a lot of really interesting things these past couple of weeks. So just to kind of break it down a little bit for you guys, the internship, we are getting a lot of the business material, a lot of the behind the scenes. This is how you run a business, this is how you manage your people, this is how you manage your clients, and that's all really great stuff because that's what we haven't really gotten. So we're definitely getting a lot of that. Keith, the owner of Correct to Compete, is doing a really good job with us, and we've done a lot of really interesting things up there, done a lot of projects, working on some marketing behind the scenes, and we're going to continue to get into that. And then of course working with clients, which we definitely enjoy. Don't get us wrong, that's not something that we're not there for, but we are getting some good interactions with clients. And then just a lot of projects around, because if you have a facility, of course there's always maintenance on the facility, there's always trying to add new things to it. One big thing we did not too long ago was putting up a baseball net. So that was a whole project in and of itself, because we had to have 3 ladders involved and get it up 11.5 feet, had to drill into the concrete, get it in, hook it up, whole process. But that was just one day that we were there. And then this last week, a big thing for us was, at least a really interesting thing for us, is they have a whole recovery section. And we've used a lot of the recovery equipment on clients. So we've set people up on like the Normatec boots or the Mark Pro. The Normatec boots are meant for your legs, and it's all about blood flow and compression and moving that out. Normatec is basically electrodes that kind of shock the muscle and get it to activate, and same type of thing, blood flow. But we actually got to use that this past week, just so we can talk to it with the clients a little bit more and having a better understanding of it, because it's really hard to talk to somebody about it if you haven't actually done it yourself. So we got into that and we did that. Really great stuff. Really, the Normatec boots in particular, those things are sweet.
And actually, not to speak too soon, but we might have some Normatec-ish boots. We might go with a different company, but we might have that same type of thing in our gym. So if you guys want to come over and you just want to have like a recovery day instead of a going hard day, that recovery equipment will also be in there at your guys' disposal.
Yeah, so that's just, again, another point. We're getting a lot of things that we didn't think about for the gym that we can include to make it better, make it a better experience for you guys, which of course is what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
So the recovery thing is definitely awesome. They've also got a red light sauna and cryotherapy, which really looking forward to giving cryo a try. So that'll probably be happening here in the next couple of weeks, and we'll give you some more on our experiences there.
Yep.
But yeah, super interesting stuff. Internship is going really well, but now let's throw it into the barn and the actual gym and how that's coming.
So, as you guys know, we had to take the last week off. The reason we did that is because if you saw our story, we had an excavator. So we were working all day, we were digging out the sides and, well, actually the back and the side of the barn, because the rest is concreted up and we didn't have to touch it, so we could waterproof it. We've been talking about that for a minute, so we dug down till we got to the footer, we tarred it up, put some gravel down there, and we're all good to go. So it's all waterproofed up, and we had some fun putting the dirt back. And then, of course, it rained the day before we got the excavator, so my grass got a little bit ripped up, but that's okay. That's alright, it'll grow back. So that's what we were doing when we should have been recording the last week in review, but it took a little bit of priority. I hope you all can understand. This week, we sat down with our contractor, because that was our next big step. I'm still working on getting siding. I wanted to get the siding up yesterday, but unfortunately it rained us out. So I couldn't exactly take the old vinyl off and expose the barn to get sopping wet before I get the new stuff on, and then get that stuff wet and have it warped before I could paint it to protect it. So it was kind of a hassle. Unfortunately, we had to make that call that we just couldn't do much on the barn yesterday on the exterior anyway. Today, right before this video, I met with our contractor and we sat down and we actually filled out a contract, how much we agree I'm going to pay pretty much for these two services. So 2 things I'm having him do. He is removing the old ceiling and we are raising the ceiling. We are quite literally raising the roof, baby.
Yes.
And we're putting in 2 laminate beams to hold it up. That way, so we've got plenty of overhead space for things like Olympic lifts, or if you're a tall individual who needs to jump and explode, we'll have plenty of space to accommodate that. And then also, he's putting in a waistline for a toilet and a sink that will be connected to the septic. Septic's the word I was looking for. So he's doing that, and then the rest, I will be studding up the bathroom, insulating it, run in some new electrical, drywall, and then put the horse mats down, put the turf down, move some of the equipment in, buy some extra equipment that we need, and then we're ready to go,
It's
baby.
go time.
Yeah, like we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, the other thing that we wanted to get done yesterday that we haven't got done on the exterior is put up 1 more row of that T111 siding stuff. That should take us pretty much to the top. And then we'll put in that, because they've got a seam where you've got 1 8-foot section and the next 8-foot section. Then you got to put that little almost 2x4 looking thing. Put that in there to cover up the seam, and then I got to do the trim around the bottom, around the door, around the window, and then beautify the outside. So I might put 2 plants in front of the French doors and do something like that.
Yeah.
And just clean it up a little bit. So that'll be good to go, and then everything I said on the inside. Contractor will start here in, I believe we agreed on after the 18th of this month. So we'll keep you informed on that. But yeah, that's where the barn's at right now.
So you guys, things are definitely moving, but with that, of course, we're not able to keep you as updated as we would like all the time, but we are getting things done. And the reason we're not keeping you up to date as much is because we're working. We're getting the barn done. We're getting information at the internship. We're taking those steps to move forward, which is really nice to see, but unfortunately, we don't always get as much content out there as far as social media goes.
Right.
But by all means, let us know if there was anything you would like to see from us. Let us know if there is anything you'd just like to know about us. We're completely open as far as all of that goes, but we're going to continue working on the barn. We'll keep you as up to date as we can. Going to keep working at the internship and hopefully get this thing rocking and rolling come the new year. So be looking forward to it. Keep following us. Be sure you like the video. Be sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And with that, we'll send you guys into the week.
Take care.